It's the Chiefs and the Broncos, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip. So good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Here we are, week 2 of the season. Greg, everybody has that hope. Let's get off to a good start. Well, these teams lost the opener now. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
Mahomes now on second down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They put Kelsey in motion. On third down, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
I don't care how long you've been playing or how good of a player you are, Mike, it is inevitable in the NFL that some days it just doesn't go your way, and you're going to have a bad game. The key, though, is can you prevent that one bad performance from turning into 2? And that's certainly the case here today. It's going to take a significantly better performance out of him at the quarterback position if they want to avoid another loss. A big part of that is, can he mentally bounce back from last week, put it behind him, and come out and play to his level of football?
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Chiefs offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first point of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. First down throw, Mahomes. That one complete to Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And After that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That is first touchdown of the new year. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Broncos offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll run with the second-round pick in the April draft. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. Here comes 3rd and 6. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Denver first down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Nix. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Nix. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9. Here's a run. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Slot man in motion right. They run on the jet sweep. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. Travis Kelce. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. Here's 2nd and 2. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Finding space inside the 40. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw again. And he's in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Butker on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Oh, yeah. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out 1st down and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Nix. Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And not a whole lot to speak of there. He'll work it down inside the 35. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Chewing off 7 yards on that one.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
At the 13-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On the bootleg, it's Nix. The open man is Adkins. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll throw. It's Nix. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This about as short as you can get. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are back within 4 at 14-10.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. Mahomes back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he's going to be close to a 1st down, up to the 34. 3rd and a yard. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Good work on the ground. He's got it. 1st down. Up at about the 42.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
They go play action with Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down. On the ground, here's Pacheco. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Alex Singleton there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Mahomes. Wide, setting up the screen for Rice. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his 1st read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Mahomes. He's got it at the 7. And he will score. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. And the show continues. What a 1st half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 21-10 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one. as they come up on a first down. He will air this out, looking for Sutton.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the field. Running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Here's third down and a few inches. To throw is Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Thrown left side, the catch is made. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Broncos.
That's good for Broncos. First down.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
Here's Nix to throw. That's caught left side by Ingram. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there that that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to Denver after this. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll push forward for about a yard. Alex Singleton there on the tackle. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. On second down, Mahomes. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we reach halftime, and the visitors, the Chiefs, out on top as we send you to Orlando to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the Vikings who were able to get the victory at home. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Drake May, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Chase Brown, a touchdown run in the victory. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw is Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Throwing is Nix. This one complete to Sutton. They'll go play action with Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Another Denver Broncos.
Now a give on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Play action now. It's Nix. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll try to run. He is in. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy.
A gain of 19 yards. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Rice open, he's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. One of the tight ends in motion right. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Up the middle they go. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Broncos bringing out their puncher. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down. To throw is Mahomes. Off-balance throw. It's complete. 18 yards on the pickup there, and the Chiefs have a first down. Gray is the motion man here. First and 10 for Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie the game at 24.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All time here in this third quarter, and it's first and 10. Now a give up the middle, and that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Here's third and 2.
Brings up third down and 2.
They'll send a tight end in motion. On third down, they'll try to pick it up with Estime. And a nice job. They pick it up. First down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on first and 10. Here's Nix to throw. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Now, faking the give. This is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. And frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. That's good for 11 and a first down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 29 yards. And their first down, Chiefs.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Off the play fake. Mahomes into the hands of Juju. And he's going to be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing is Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. 3rd and goal. Mahomes to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. He pulls it in around the 5. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. On 2nd down, Mahomes. That one is caught in the back of the... Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a... So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
The kick is good. Next to score, Chiefs 31, Broncos 27.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 3. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd.
Back to throw is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
A throw over the middle going to be caught by Franklin. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Throwing. Nix to the outside. Hauled in by Sutton. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. They'll try and run for it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off.
Brian Cook on the tackle.
Now, first and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. Here's Nix to throw. That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And we'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On second down, Pacheco. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.